Now, I would say that this next part surprises me, but it doesn't surprise me. Sneako is defending Chud The Builder.
Hold on. I just seen some shit. Wait, hold on. This better not be true, bro. I know they said Sneako not supporting this nigga. Like, come on, bruv. They said Sneako, what? It said Sneako said he spoke to him and warned him to stay.
Chud The Builder's side. Yeah, I saw that. What do you guys think about Chud The Builder? What do you guys think about him? He chimped out on me. He chimped out on me when I met with Ed Craven, the Kick CEO. He was really upset that I had a meeting with...
Who gives a fuck what he thinks?
The Kick CEO. And I messaged him. I'm like, you chimped out on me. And he's like, yeah, you're right. And I saw he's getting his hat snatched. I'll just be straight up. I reached out to him and I told him, bro, you should probably do some desktops because a lot of people are thinking that...
Yo, Sneako, I'm going to keep it a bean. You my friend, but we might have to take your nigga pass. We can't have you say nigga no more neither, bro. Hold on now, nigga. Hell nah. You see the N-word don't hit it. Like, you look like you from Vietnam or some shit, nigga. Hold on now, brother. Yo, could you hear me? Mic check. We listen, I think we might have to bring it to a poll. Sneako, you got to stick to like some Islam stuff in overseas, brother. Like when it comes to, we're in a very interesting, while most of your streams is about what the hell Trump is doing and what the fuck is going on over Iran and them bullshit ass countries. Like we don't give a damn about none of them. They all could go to hell. What we care about is what's going on over here. And right now, race relations within this country is at a point that is much better than years previous. And when we see an antagonist, I think that every race should come together and say, let's get this piece of shit out of the paint quickly.
Now, it does surprise me that he's defending Chud The Builder, actually, because he's an online personality, right? But it doesn't surprise me that he is defending Chud The Builder because he's a bit of an idiot. Now, many people do support Sneako and they don't think he's a bit of an idiot like I think he's a bit of an idiot. But this just proves that he's a bit of an idiot.
Sneako, you're being obtuse. The guy is, hold on, the way he's saying what he's saying is a direct callback to slavery, brother. Like if you think it's not like he's saying it meaning something else. We know what he means. So you're trying to make this point like, oh, nigga has been repurposed. Is that what he's saying? Is he like, oh, what up, my nigga? Is that what he's saying? Or is he actually saying that, hey, you're a lesser human being and I'm using this word to remind you of that? You tell me what he's saying.
He is saying that, but it only has
so why do we need to repurpose what he's saying? His hold on. His intentions are clear.
Let words control us.
It's not about words controlling us, right? So you're now talking about actions.
I had to check what race Sneako is because him saying this stuff is just madness. But when you go online, it says that Sneako is he's mixed, right? He's mixed ethnicity. So his father is half black, he's half Hungarian, half or a quarter, whatever, of Jewish, and a mother who is Filipino. So yeah, I thought that initially he had no black in him. I thought he was just Filipino, Jewish, because I've seen him talking about it on stream. Although he's pro-Palestine and he's against the Jewish people as well, right? That's a whole nother thing with Sneako. I actually saw a clip where one of his Muslim brothers heard that he had Jewish in him and he kind of changed his kind of demeanor towards him just a little bit. But Sneako, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, this guy is just messed up. He's confused.
I'm talking about the word first of all. So you're basically admitting that he's antagonizing, right, race relations by trying to bring up a time or he's trying to treat black people as subhuman by how he's speaking to them, right? And then you're saying, okay, even if he's doing that, we should just not be violent. And I hear you with that. But you got to admit to the first part first.
We agree on the violent thing, but you could only get rage baited if you get rage baited. You could only allow this word to have that power if you agree to that frame. We should repurpose this word so that we can't be controlled by them anymore. The same reason the word Negro used to be the correct word to call a black person, but it became a slur because it reminds us of a time of civil rights. Now it is a slur, but at the time in the 60s and the 50s, Negro wasn't a slur.
All right, Sneako,
even back then in slavery time,
all right, Sneako.
It wasn't a slur. That was the word for black people.
Sneako.
It became a slur because times changed.
All right, let me repeat again. I'm going to go slow this time because I see you're trying to get your point off without actually engaging.
The genocide in Gaza didn't start because they said, you're a terrorist.
Words could be oppressive. Hold on. Could words be oppressive?
If you let them. So bombs are really oppressive. Like bombs, ethnic cleansing, starvation, that's oppressive.
So I don't know what Sneako and Akademiks' relationship is going to be like after this conversation, but I can't see it being exactly the same. Sneako might have to eat his words now, seeing what's happened with Chud The Builder doing this shooting thing. And at the end of the day, I disagree with Sneako. It's not just words, okay? Using the N-word, it's not just words. It's words being used to provoke, antagonize, and rage bait. It's not just freedom of speech, it's hate speech. And wars are started from words. Wars are not started just merely over actions. It begins with words. Sneako lives in America. He, of all people, knows that in America, there's a lot of gang violence and it's all over words. Okay, it might not all be over words, but there's things that happen, and most things start with words. It's disrespect. Disrespect most of the time comes from people's words. And people have been killing each other over disrespect since, whenever.
You're going to still defend the other shit?
I'm saying that the hard ER should be used colloquially the same way that nigga has been. Where does that word nigga come from? Just answer the question. Where does the word come from?
Hold on. You're talking about what should be. Yo, and no. You're talking about what should be and what is.
Yo, where does that word? Just answer the question. Where does that word come from?
Hold on. We just did this. We just did this.
Okay, it comes.
The reason that
it sounds like that is because black people have a different intonation in the way they pronunciate words, right? Instead of with the they just say, oh, and then it becomes repurposed for the black community. But it has the same exact root, the same exact time, and it meant the same thing. At the time when black people call each other that,
but it doesn't mean the same thing now. But it doesn't mean the same thing now.
Exactly. And it should be repurposed. It doesn't mean the same thing now the same way. This word should not mean the same thing now.
No.
Because slavery doesn't exist anymore. Slavery's over. It's done. It happened.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you think the same about the Holocaust. Like, no, it don't work like that. You don't get to pick what.
Exactly. That's what my favorite song is that I got all this back.
No, I'm gonna chill. I don't want to hear
that song.
I don't want to hear. Okay,
full circle. We debuted that.
Enough about Sneako. Chud The Builder has been arrested for attempted murder. It will be interesting to see what my update will be on that.